Gabriel Ing, thank you so much for accepting SBS Persian's interview request. You are the federal member of Menzies, and in recent days, Iran has been large-scale protests and a heavy security response. What is the Labour Party's position on the current protest in Iran and the government response to them? And what message do you want to send directly to Iranian authorities today?
Well, the Labour Party's position is, as the Prime Minister has said, and as the Foreign Minister has said, we very much stand with the Iranian people at this time. We stand for the Iranian people's ability to protest in support of their human rights. And we urge the Iranian regime to uphold the human rights of the Iranian people and their right to peaceful protest and to refrain from violence. The Iranian regime is a very authoritarian regime, and the reports of violence that are coming out of Iran are really concerning. And I know that this is a really anxious time for the Iranian community. And now in Menzies, I'm lucky enough to have the largest Iranian community in Australia in the electorate in terms of the proportion of Iranians that we have here. And they're a really important and valued part of our community. And I would like to let them know also that I stand with them and stand ready to support them in any way that I can.
Since these protests escalated, what specific actions has the Albanese government taken, and what do you see as the next step?
But the Foreign Minister has released a statement along with Canada and the European Union, making clear that we stand with the Iranian people and that the Iranian regime must refrain from using violence against its people and uphold their right to protest peacefully. As well as that, the Prime Minister has shown his solidarity with the Iranian people. That's something that I myself, in terms of my local community and the Iranian people, very much share, as well as other Labor parliamentarians. And that's something that we'll continue to do.
Why do these developments in Iran matter to Australia beyond human rights? What are the implications for Australia's interest, regional stability, and security?
Well, as you say, I mean, Australia is a democratic country, and so we do very much care about these democratic rights in terms of the ability to protest as well as human rights. Australia also does have a large Iranian diaspora, including in my electorate of Menzies. And so, because we are a multicultural country, then we do have ties around the world. And that means that both, as a democratic country, we want to support our residents and make sure that their family and friends, as well as Australian citizens and permanent residents in other countries, are safe and protected. And so we want to make sure that we're supporting residents, because it is a real strength about our multicultural country that we have those ties around the world.
And as you mentioned, Australia has a large Iranian diaspora. And as, again, you mentioned, in fact, Menzies is home to one of the largest Australian community. How is Labor factoring the impact on Iranian Australians, especially those unable to contact their families, into its response?
Well, look, as a representative of my local community, I've been making sure to be in contact with local Iranian community leaders as well as the community itself. I'd especially like to acknowledge the Australian Iranian Society of Victoria, ASOV, as well as House of Persia, for the support that they have been providing to the local Iranian community and the advocacy that they've been undertaking with myself in terms of making sure that we're also standing up for the human rights of Iranian Victorians and Iranian Australians. In terms of people being unable to contact family and loved ones in Iran, of course, we understand how anxious a time this is, and that inability to contact loved ones just adds to that uncertainty and anxiety.
Gabriel Ing, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Payman, and thank you for giving me the time to speak about this really important issue on behalf of my community.
Thank you.